What if I told you that there was a way to enjoy sky bases and ground bases both at once? And that is exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a hybrid base. And before we go any further, for those who need an intro, howdy, Raid here, welcome back to an all-new video. So for a quick explanation, a hybrid base is pretty much just a ground base and a sky base mashed up together into one. The idea sounds really weird, but when you make it, it's actually pretty cool looking and is really useful for survival. So as you guys know, when you first start building, you gotta find a plot to build on. I think I'll build on this plot right here. Not only is there a ton of furniture that spawns on this plot for you to build with, but there's also a pre-made wall, so I won't have to worry about making this wall in the back because it's already covered. And of course, you can't forget the rock painting. That's what makes this plot so awesome. I'll probably just duplicate it a bit. Let's see. Let's get more rock paintings, guys. Just a ton of them, dude. Look at that. 3 rock paintings. Not 1, but 3 is always better. So starting off with this base, I'm gonna have to worry about closing this off, then this, probably making a door right here, and then building this and closing that off, then a ceiling, and then working on the sky base portion. A lot of people ask what snap to grid range I use, and sometimes I use 0.75. Personally, I found it is a really useful snap to grid range and I like it a lot. Also, for anybody wondering why I'm placing my pallets like that and not this way on the other side, is because I'm really afraid of employees climbing over it. You never want that to happen in your base. Now, this does look like the prettier side of the pallet from what a lot of people say, but when you look at the other side, it just fits the survival aesthetic a lot more. I changed my snap to grid range of 0.1, played around for a few minutes. It doesn't look the best, but trust me, it'll work. I'm gonna be real with you, doing this is the biggest pain ever. It takes a while. I'm just sitting here for like 5 minutes adjusting a piece of wood. Guys, I added the pallet, I tried to make it perfect, and there's just one little mistake. The problem was solved in seconds, dude. If I only started building from the top, oh my god. Look at that, guys. You can learn so much when you're just trying something new. So yeah, start from the top. Don't listen to Raid from 2 minutes ago when he was doing this. Just do what I did here. A lot of people tell me that their favorite part about building bases is just the building itself, but personally, my favorite part is the decoration. I love decorating because when you're done building the base, it just feels like such an accomplishment. You don't need to worry about creating a nice barrier to live in. You don't need to worry about how defensive it is. All you worry about is how your base is gonna look. It's kind of like getting an apartment as an adult. You don't gotta worry about rent or anything or searching for a new apartment. By the way, if you got this far in the video, comment hybrid down below for a free GameCube, and remember to subscribe to the channel for daily Roblox 3008 videos. Now, another really easy part about building is creating the roof, so cue the speed montage. Finally, we are finished, and oh wait, no, I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to say because this isn't perfect, but that doesn't matter. If I were trying to make an aesthetic base, I wouldn't have this try to pop up because I want to make the base look nice, but I'm trying to give it that gritty survival feeling, so most people that are trying to survive do not care if their base has a little bit of Z fighting or isn't perfect in every way. Now, the base is really dark inside, as is every base when you just make it. You have to add the lamps. The nice thing about this plot is that it comes with this TV, adds a little bit of lighting to your base. But now for the stairs, I was actually thinking about using ladders, and I'm talking about the regular ladders, not the step ones. Now, I'm gonna make my stairs right here, so we gotta say goodbye to the bookshelf and stuff, and we're gonna open up this part, and I was thinking about using this as a ladder by like rotating it in a specific way. Okay, so I made this a little bit more smoother so that you could get up to it properly, and a lot of people are wondering what I'm gonna do with this. Now, this is actually gonna stay empty. You guys could add defenses if you want, maybe a second floor, but I'm going to be using this area as the pillar, I guess, to the sky base. Now, the thing about this base is that an employee can jump in here since there's no second floor. So you're going to want to cover this when you're not going up to your sky base. But we're not worrying about that just yet. We're going to start on the ladder, which is going to be how we get to our sky base. Now, the cool thing about ladders is that you can actually use them as railings for your sky bases. They work really well, and it honestly looks amazing. You know, it takes a minute, so cue the speed montage once again. All done. Look at that. You've got a nice railing so that you don't accidentally fall off your sky base. And now we can finally get decorating. Usually I like to go into the spawn menu and add all of the lighting first. For this sky base, I'm gonna have to add the purple lamps. These just look absolutely amazing in any base. I love the vibe that they give. They actually kind of remind me of cotton candy. If I ever build a circus in 3008, these are definitely gonna be used for cotton candy. So once you've got a well lit up base, whether it's a ground base or a sky base, you gotta figure out what you're gonna be doing with this room. Now, I'm actually gonna recommend for all of you guys to use the sky base portion of your base as storage. It doesn't matter if you're storing tubs of food or even game cubes, maybe some nice toys. The thing about 3008 is that players can be ruthless. If a player runs into your base, and let's just say they don't notice the sky base, maybe this is closed off, they think, oh, they're like building the next portion, and they look in your base and there's no food, they might not want to grief it. You know, maybe they'll touch that box of pizza behind the couch. Usually it's pretty hidden. It's a nice place to hide extra food. But back to the griefing thing, a griefer might not notice your sky base, and hopefully your stuff will be safe up here. And try to create a nice storage system for your bases. Don't just have a bunch of random stuff laying around. If you've got food tubs, make one tub for one type of food, let's say spaghetti. Okay, that's a lot of meatballs. One just flew out of here. They're actually gonna all start flying out if I duplicate more. Let's just do it. Just a few more. Look at that. Oh, wow. Don't try this if you don't have a really good PC. Half the time it makes your game lag a lot. Yo, I actually love how these are duplicated. Look at that. That's actually so satisfying, guys. It's being duplicated really quickly. Now that I'm stacked up on food, I can spawn in a bunch of other stuff. Another good thing to store up here is toys. People love stealing those all the time from bases. Of course, you gotta have the game cubes. Maybe stack a few of them together. Doesn't hurt to have a few, maybe a few thousand, you know? Doesn't hurt to add even more after you get a few thousand. Game cubes are always the best. And now, for the bottom part of the base, it's up to you to add whatever you want. I think we could actually fit a bed right here. I really like the red queen bed, and I'm gonna be real with you guys, the yellow bunk bed that spawns here does not look good. Just like I did in my corner base video, I'm gonna try to add TVs to the roofs. TVs are pretty easy to find and they're pretty easy to install. You don't have to spend too much time figuring out where they go. You just plop them onto a wall or a ceiling. Maybe you guys want to add him to your base, the best part of 3008. This man is an absolute Chad. In this case, I'm adding 3 hymns because I've got 3 rock paintings, so all 3 of these guys can enjoy separate parts of the base. But if you guys have any problems creating a base, that playlist that just popped up on your screen has tons of Roblox SCP 3008 base ideas. And remember to press that subscribe button for daily Roblox SCP 3008 videos.